Yo, what's going on, Revs fam? So, here's the thing. I recorded a video last night, and I'm getting ready to get some editing done, and I'm just getting fed up with it. First of all, this is all personal issues. Uh, I have poor lighting, and I am doing a terrible job of editing, and it's just driving me nuts. But secondly, I rushed through it last night, and I'm not happy with anything that I've put together. So I don't know if I'm going to put that out. Instead, I figured I'd just answer the questions that I've had from Twitter right here, right now. So I had two questions that came in. The first of them, well, I guess three technically, um, but one of them we talked about on my Twitter timeline, um, and I'm not going to bring that up here. So anyway, the two questions that came up. First one I'm going to take from it was from Mike Kennedy, I'm pretty sure, and Mike asked, what would be the reason if the Revs were to sign, I'm blanking on his name, Mario Balotelli. If we sign Balotelli, what would be the reason that he gets cut, if he gets cut? And there was three options. I think it was, gosh, I can't remember what they were. I do remember what my answer was, and my answer was that, first of all, I hate the idea of bringing Balotelli in. I had a whole rant about that, but I'm just going to ignore it. Yeah, so I don't want to bring Balotelli in. And then the answer, if he comes in and if he was to get cut, first of all, I don't think he would get cut, because I think he'd only be here for about 18 months anyway. But if he got cut, it would definitely be because he would be butting heads with Bruce Arena. Even though Bruce seems like the most level-headed guy and the complete opposite of what Brad Friedel appeared to be, at least from our perspective. Yeah, I think that he would just get up. Mario Balotelli, I don't know him. I've never followed him. I obviously don't know him. Never followed him more than just what I've seen from highlight clips and stuff like that. But yeah, I would think that he would just probably want to do his own thing and get upset about something and hold a grudge and eventually get released. And again, I don't want that player here. We don't need that kind of animosity. We need a team to win. We don't need a team to sell tickets. I'd love to see Mario Balotelli in MLS. Maybe a team like Miami. Maybe a team like, I don't think he'd be going to Nashville, but that would be exciting. One of the new teams that could really use the help. Yeah, that'd be cool. So I hope that answers your question, Mike. And then the other question I had was from Rennie Swan. Rennie, the question was, what is my projected 11 for the first competitive match? And I went back and forth trying to figure out. I spent so much time thinking about this question in advance, saying like, oh, what would it be? What's the perfect lineup? And how would it go? And I spent most of the time trying to figure out the defensive line, so that when I came to record last night, I completely forgot that Christian Pania even played for the Revs. So I'm going to amend that right now. But you won't even see my mistake, but now I guess you know about it. Yeah, so my first 11, starting from the back going forward, goalkeeper is obviously going to be Matt Turner. Right back will go, I was going to say it's between Brandon Bye and Andrew Farrell, and I'm pretty sure that Brandon Bye deserves that spot by now. He's much better at crossing the ball, so I'm giving that to Brandon Bye. My central defenders, I still think Andrew Farrell has the ability to be a MLS Defender of the Year, but I'm not even having him in the starting 11, so I don't understand how that claim works at all. Yeah, so it's going to be Henry Kessler, and it's going to be Antonio Delamea for me. I think the kid has shown so much promise in his first two games. He's only made a couple of mistakes that I've really seen like, oh wow, that's a mistake, but he's recovered, so I think he deserves that spot. And then Delamea, I think he's proven himself over the last few years now. He needs to be starting on that line. And then left back, Alexander Butner. That's why we brought him in, right? The big signing, former Man United player. If he's not starting, then that's a problem. So yeah, it's definitely Alexander Butner, and I know we have Seth Sinovich, who's, I think, a very respectable backup for left back. So yeah, Alexander Butner. So that's my back line. Brandon by Henry Kessler, Tony Delamea, and Butner. Going to the midfield, I think it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Seems to be the thing. And of course, we don't have Luis Caicedo. So I'm going to say it's going to be Big Wilf. We need that big physical presence in the midfield. And his passing has improved quite a bit since when we first saw him on the field. So I'm definitely going Big Wilf. And then next to him, I'm going to say Kellen Rowe. I mean, did you see those Mountain Man pictures? That guy looks intimidating right now. Also, we know he can play defense from his time at left back, and I know he doesn't like to talk about that, but we know he can do it. So, yeah, I'm going to say Kellen Rowe is going to be the midfield partner. And also, I like seeing Kellen play midfield in any capacity. He's really good at those long-range shots. He's really good at deep throw-ins. And I had another point and I lost it. But, yeah, I think he'd be great as a D mid. Maybe not great, but, he'd be sufficient. He would do a pretty good job. Yeah, so that's that. Moving up to the midfield, of course. So left mid, left wing. I originally said Diego Fagundes because I totally forgot Christian Penilla existed. I am very sorry to you, Christian Penilla, because you should not fall off my radar. You are my starting left mid, left wing. And then it's going to be Carles Gil in the middle. Gustavo Bo on the right, and up top, our number 9, Adam Buxa. Yeah, so that's a really long answer, and but that's my starting 11. Hope that was good enough for you, Rennie. And sorry for the informal video, but maybe this is even a better format. I have no idea. It's definitely more casual for me and easier for me to talk, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyway, I hope you all have a great week. Cheers.